nothing to do but frown. Rainy days and Mondays always get me.
Morning. It's a rainy Friday day here in Gilford, but it's still a good day to be alive. And it's actually now Friday morning. I woke up and they're not predicting rain till much later. You know, I woke up thinking I would run in the rain, open the garage door, and no rain at all. Just finished my run. It's just after 5:30. You just never know how a day will play out, do you? Thinking about what we're going through as a world, as a country, as a state, as a community, I thought of something that happened about 600 years before Jesus was born. In 600 BC, the two great world powers were in the east, Babylon, and a little bit to the southwest, Egypt. And in 600, King Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, marched his army into Egypt, destroyed the country, and on his way home, just because he could, he destroyed the country of Judah, particularly the capital of Jerusalem, completely destroyed the temple. And the policy of the Babylonians was to deport the elite population, so members of the court, the king's court, the royal court, and elite priests were marched off to Babylon, where they lived for about 70 years. Among those that went was Jeremiah. Now you can imagine, just as it is today, people respond to tragedy and disaster in a variety of ways. The writer of Psalm 137 wrote these words, "By the rivers of Babylon we laid down our harps and wept. How can we sing the Lord's song in a foreign country?" So many people were overwhelmed, filled with despair, and discouraged. Not so the prophet Jeremiah. He remained hopeful and optimistic that good days were just ahead. He wrote in the 29th chapter of the book of Jeremiah these words, "Build houses and settle down, plant gardens and eat what they produce, marry and have sons and daughters. Find wives for your sons and give your daughters in marriage so that they too may have sons and daughters. Increase in number, do not decrease, and seek the peace and prosperity of the city to which you've been carried." I like that approach, and it's been interesting to see how people are responding to the COVID-19 situation, pandemic. In my own neighborhood, I've seen lots of people out doing yard work, planting gardens, others doing home repairs. It's wonderful to see people taking advantage of the opportunity that's been presented to them, a little more time at home. You know, in that spirit, Cindy and I did something that we've been thinking about for some time. We booked a trip just this week to Switzerland. We land in Zurich, make our way eventually to Munich and Salzburg, and the trip culminates with a couple of days in Vienna. I think it was in 1973 when the movie Heidi came out that I was fascinated with the Swiss Alps and hoped one day that we'd be able to get there, I'd be able to get there. I'm glad that Cindy will be going with me. The trip isn't until next May, so we've got lots of time to make preparations and plans, and we're going with Go Ahead Tours. It's a company that my daughter works for, and we're excited. Hopefully things in the world will be much better than they are today. I have a little plaque in my office to the right of my desk, and it has these words: "It is better to light a candle than to curse the darkness." So let's do just that today. Let's light candles and not curse the darkness. Thanks for watching. Take care, be well, be safe, and be smart.